Hey everybody, it's Jay Ball, Blues Outdoors, and as you can see, I'm actually getting ready to put the sugar shack up. It is extremely windy, so I apologize for it. But what I'm going to do is I'm going to set the camera on time lapse. I would explain what I'm doing, but I'll do that probably a little bit later because I want to get this thing up. I'm losing daylight, and yeah, so hang out with me and let's put the sugar shack up. As you can see, we've lost the light, which is very common in maple syrup season, but I do have the frame up, so that's good. And while I've got some time and it's not too windy, I'm going to put the cover on, which is in that tote right there. So yeah, I get it. It might not be the most interesting, but this is how I do my sugar shack every year. This is just a carport that I use. Don't like to look at it all year, so I just take it down and put it up every season. So yeah, let's keep at it. Well, as you can see, the sugar shack is coming together. So I've got the evaporator wheeled in, got the fans in here, got the table, got the stack back there. I know it's kind of crammed and crowded right now, but what I've got to do is get the evaporator placed. I've got to get it placed in the hole in the roof so I can put the stack up. So I've still got to do that. The fans, one's going to stay outside, one's going to go in the back to blow cold air across the stack, which I'll explain later. But yeah, I've got everything tied down. You can see these ratchet straps I've got right here tied down. So I've got that one there, one in the back, one in the corner here, one here. And I also have one on this corner, one on that back corner, and then I have one on this back corner. Some of you might be thinking, man, Jay, that's a lot of ratchet straps. But I tell you what, it gets really windy out here. And this thing acts like a kite. You can see that I've got 40-pound sandbags in the corners. I got a gravel one there, but I've got, 40 pounds there, 80 pounds back there, another 40 pounds there, because the wind out of the north, folks, just gets absolutely brutal. I've actually ridden in this thing before. I was standing here because the sugar shack was trying to get blown into the evaporator the first year I did this, so I've learned from there. That's why I have all the ratchet straps. So I'm kind of planning on what to do. It's gonna snow. We're supposed to get 4 inches of snow, and I still have to, do some things in here. So yeah, bear with me for a minute because I'm trying to figure out if I'm gonna just end this video here and then get back at it this weekend, but the temperature's gonna drop, so hang tight real quick. Okay, so I've made the executive decision. What I'm going to do is I'm going to get the arch, I guess if you want to call it. I'm going to get that positioned so that I can put the stack on and put the stack through the hole in the roof. So what I'm going to do is take the tarp off that I've got, and I'm going to stick this through, and then I'm going to get this all lined up so I can lock it in place. I've got these casters down here. Once I get this thing locked in place, I've got these little jacks you can see here. Put those under the evaporator. I use my floor jack and I get this thing as level as I can. Now, the ground thaws, obviously, as the season progresses, so the level will change on the evaporator. So I have to check it every once in a while. But now I just want to get it positioned. Don't know if I'll take the time to get it level tonight because, like I said, you can hear it. It's getting really windy. We're supposed to get 4 inches of snow, and I want to get this thing buttoned up so this thing doesn't fill with snow like it did last year. So hang on. I'm going to put you on a time lapse, and you guys are going to watch me get the evaporator lined up with a hole in the roof for the stack. So hang tight. I did not expect to have the evaporator that close to where I actually needed it. So now I've got the evaporator in position pretty close. So what I'm going to do is hit these locks down here. I'm going to go ahead and lock this thing in. But some of you might be wondering what in the world this is. Okay, so that is actually a piece of aluminum sheeting, and in that aluminum sheeting under here, I know it might be kind of hard to see, but there's 2100 degrees ceramic blanket. Okay, now I use that as an insulator because I have a plastic roof, and as you can see, it gets so hot that it actually melts the roof. And I know it's ugly. I'm gonna redo that this season. So check this out. You can see the collar actually sticking out of the roof above the roof line. And again, you can see the hole there, but what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna make that a little bit bigger. And I just, this is what I have to do. I mean, typically when you have a sugar shack, you have a roof jacket and you don't have to worry about taking the stack up and down, but I don't have that luxury. So I need to redo that, make that a little bit cleaner, make that insulation a little bit thicker, because I will have another 6 feet of stack on top of this, and I'll be able to get about a 3 to 4 foot flame punching out of that stack. I get these fires super, super hot. So yeah, that's that part. Let's see what else we can get done. So I think we're just gonna wrap this segment of the 2021 maple syrup season up. Man, this snow is coming. I need to get the bottom of this door buttoned up, because last year, even 2 years ago, man, this whole thing just gets full of snow, especially with the south wind coming. So yeah, appreciate you guys hanging out with me. What I'll do is I'll get the evaporator set. I'll show you guys that whole process. I'm gonna be back out here this weekend. It's gonna get super cold out, so hopefully it's not gonna be too unbearable out here. But yeah, I still gotta get the evaporator leveled. My brother's gonna come over in a week or so to put the float box, get that finished up, and then yeah, I've got to clean the pan, and you know, that's on the tubing and the barrels, and I'll show you guys all that stuff as well. So really appreciate you guys hanging out with me throughout this journey. It's been a couple days. But if you haven't already, please subscribe to the channel. Don't forget to follow me on Instagram for daily updates on the whole maple syrup 2021 season. My Instagram account is blue_J_maple_syrup. And remember, the easiest way to change your attitude is by showing gratitude. Thanks, and we will see you in the sugar bush or the sugar shack next time.